Welcome back to Heal the Cell, Heal the Body. What is detoxification and why you need it? Lesson 2 is also broken down into 2 modules for your convenience. Before we dig into Module 1, which is about toxins and cells, let's review some basics that we covered in the last lesson. We talked about epigenetics and the fact that we have the ability to positively impact how our genes express themselves based on our dietary and lifestyle choices. I don't know about you, but I am so thankful that my DNA is not my destiny. We also covered the importance of the healthy function of our many detoxification pathways and the symptoms that we may experience when they are not draining well. Today in Module 1 of Lesson 2, we will focus on the importance of cell health and the toxins that impact them all. The health and the well-being of your entire body depends on the function and healing capacity of your individual cells. Your cellular health is truly the cornerstone of your overall well-being. Think of your cells as basic building blocks of life. Everything is made up of cells: your organs, your tissues, your bones, your muscles, and your skin. Cells function best when they're in a clean, nourishing environment. The health of the trillions of cells that make up your body plays a pivotal role in the functioning of all your bodily systems. Let's talk about the many functions of your cells, and you will start to see why they directly impact the vitality of your entire body. The mitochondria are a vital part of your cells. There are 300 to 400 mitochondria per cell, and very active cells, such as the ones in your brain and your muscles and your liver, have hundreds of thousands of mitochondria per cell. Mitochondria are called tiny powerhouses because they are responsible for producing energy. The energy is called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. ATP is the body's primary energy currency, and it powers all the functions of your organs and glands. If your cells are healthy, your body can efficiently produce energy and your body will be able to function well, including how your muscles contract, how your nerves signal, and how your body accomplishes all of its metabolic activities like breathing, circulating your blood, and digesting your food. Mitochondria have their own DNA, separate from the DNA in your cell's nucleus. Toxins can cause mutations and damage to your mitochondrial DNA. This can impair the mitochondria's ability to replicate and function well. The mitochondria produce ATP through a process known as electron transport chain. Toxins interfere with this chain, disrupting the flow of electrons, and this reduces how efficiently your cells can generate your vital energy. Think about it like this. You receive a paycheck. You make a certain amount of money each week, and you spend that money on various expenses. The last thing you want to do is spend all your money before the end of your week. Your ATP is your body's paycheck. Your ATP is the money that your body has that is available to spend, and you only have a certain amount of it. You need to make sure that you have enough of a paycheck for all that you are asking your body to do. If you don't have enough pay in the form of ATP, the result is gland stress that turns into hormone dysfunction and organ stress that starts out as symptoms and ultimately progresses into a disease state. Mitochondria turn on and signal for every organ to work and function. They play a necessary role in not just your energy levels, but your ability to detoxify, digest, fight illness and pathogens, heal, repair, and even remember information. If the mitochondria are damaged, swollen, or fragmented, this leads to fatigue, weakness, and a lack of energy in all affected cells, and your entire body is impacted. I can't overexpress that every part of our cells need to be healthy, but foundationally, it all goes back to the mitochondria. If the mitochondria do not make enough energy, the result is apoptosis, which is the terminology for cell death. So regardless of what symptoms or issues you may be experiencing, mitochondrial dysfunction is always at the root of why your body isn't well. Your cell's membranes are also vitally important. They dictate how well nutrients are transported. The membrane of each cell has 2 functions, and if it is healthy, it forms a barrier that allows essential nutrients and water to enter the cell, and it allows unwanted waste products to move out. We need our cell membranes to maintain proper permeability. This ensures that cells receive everything they need to maintain their function. You also have many types of immune cells that work really hard to keep your body well. Many of them, such as T cells, B cells, and macrophages, rely on a healthy cellular environment to function effectively. A robust immune response begins at the cellular level. If your cells are compromised, your body's ability to fight infections and diseases is weakened. Strong cellular communication is another key component of health. It is the secret sauce to supercharging your immune system, and that only happens if your cells are healthy. During the healing of a wound, cells replicate and replace damaged tissue. If your cells are unhealthy, your body's healing process can be slowed or compromised. This is evident for people who have a condition like diabetes. Because their cells are unhealthy, their body has a difficult time healing wounds. Cells are also key in maintaining your body's internal balance. This includes regulating your pH, your electrolyte levels, and your temperature. Healthy cells contribute to the stability of these processes, and they are necessary for your body's symptoms to operate optimally. And of utmost importance, healthy cells are vital to prevent your body from moving into a state of chronic illness and disease. Every disease process that we can think of or name starts with a lack of energy in your cells. Cancer and all neurodegenerative conditions begin at the cellular level. Healthy cells with stable DNA are less likely to undergo mutations that lead to disease. Here is a simplified recap, although it truly is not simple at all. Energy dysfunction equals cellular dysfunction. Cellular dysfunction equals organ dysfunction, and organ dysfunction equals a disease process. Now that we have established how important it is that our cells maintain healthy function because of the many jobs they do, we are ready to dig into more detail about toxins. In Lesson 1, you learned that our toxicity buckets are overflowing. We talked about several types of toxins and how they enter our bodies through things we breathe, we eat, or we touch. Some enter because of exposure to chemicals, metals, and pollutants. Others are a result of an imbalance in certain living organisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Along with all the toxins we discussed in Lesson 1, we can't forget about our exposure to toxic food and toxic mindsets. And remember, this all starts as early as when we were still attached to our mothers by way of our umbilical cords. No one is exempt from the toxicity, and that is why efficient detoxification is vital to overall health. Now let's take a closer look at exactly how toxins negatively affect your cells. Toxins directly damage the structure of your cells. Imagine your cells as tiny machines with different parts. Toxins can disrupt these parts, making it hard for the cells to work correctly, and specific jobs can no longer be accomplished well. So what is the result if your mitochondria can't make adequate energy in your cells? Your body will fail to repair and regenerate, and this will equate to a list of symptoms including chronic fatigue, soreness, fogginess, forgetfulness, depression, anxiety, and pain. The list of metabolic processes that are affected goes on, and this is different for everyone. The cellular membrane is another example of a vital part of your cells that gets impacted by toxins. It is made up of a double layer of lipids or fats called the lipid bilayer. Toxins insert themselves into the membrane, making it less stable, and there's interference with the transportation of nutrients and the water into your cells. Toxins also increase the production of harmful molecules called free radicals. This results in oxidative stress, which causes the cell to become fragile, and it can damage components like DNA, proteins, and fats. The oxidative stress directly leads to cell dysfunction and even cell death. There are so many good reasons to do all we can to protect our cells. Let's take a break and conclude Module 1 of Lesson 2. I'll see you in Module 2, where we will continue to look at detoxification and cellular health.